Should be live. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Kings. Playing some more Eternal Strands. Making our way through the game, pretty good chunk. Only have one more region left to go before we the last boss. I think. If there's one area left to go. Jump right in, shall we? I don't think there's much to the game. Maybe 2 streams, 3 at the most. Probably until we beat the game. So gotta do the spindle now. Cutting up the axle, which we've done. Devin Sola and hold. Most of these quests are done. Actually, we just gotta turn them in. That's the Arc of the Forge and Arc of the whatever. I think I gotta kill 2 times each, I think. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything here. Looks like everything's at Cassian's hold. Okay.
That should do it.
Do what? What's supposed to happen? I don't understand what got it powered. Other than why did it look sad?
That was incredible.
It was certainly... Exeter, are you okay? Yes, it's just... no small feat to power an arc manually. Even a smaller one, like this. It takes a lot out of me. We still don't know how the Enclave was able to catalyze an arc's ability to absorb raw magic on its own. Weavers certainly weren't powering them the way I just did.
Still, what a leap forward.
Indeed. You have no idea what this means to me. Thank you for all your help.
Isla, what you did, I have to say, I'm impressed. Perhaps I misjudged your ambitions with the Arcs.
Perhaps. That is an understatement. You've never taken me seriously.
Isla, I'm trying to...
Just like you've never taken the Surgeborn seriously. I watched Bryn's expedition to the Underworks.
You left Cassidan's hold. That is against my direct orders.
Oh, just like you ordered to sweep hundreds of Surgeborn under the rug, instead of actually doing something about them.
This is your doing, somehow. What have you done to turn my daughter against me?
Isla witnessed the Surgeborn's destructive influence for herself. Whatever conclusion she came to is her own.
Bryn didn't do anything wrong. Working with her has shown me what I've always known, deep down. That you've sheltered me from the truth for too long. And that there are people who value the work I want to achieve.
Isla, this isn't like you. These weavers have corrupted your mind, or...
Your lies are what's been messing with my head. After all, we both know that's not the only thing you've lied about.
As the Eye, it is my job to hide things from you, from everyone, for your protection. And that's all I've ever done.
What?
I don't want to hear another word from you right now.
Isla.
Just go.
Wow. That can't have been easy.
It was a long time coming. I need to go process all that just happened. But thank you for everything. And when it comes to dealing with the Surgeborn, just know that from now on, I've got your back.
Good to hear. We're going to need it.
Okay.
Here's everything you asked for.
Just a moment, and I'll prepare the balm. Here you go. And I've written down the recipe for Lane, in case you run out.
Thank you so much.
Have your quartermaster rub a little of the balm on her forehead, temples, and wrists before she goes to sleep. She'll be out in no time.
I hope she's willing to try this.
All you can do is be there. The rest is up to her.
You're right. I'd better get back to camp.
I hope your friend feels better soon.
Okay.
If you're interrupting my petition reading time, I hope you're bringing me some good news.
You have a petition reading time? Okay.
Nothing but. The way's clear for the scouts to start retrieving those supplies.
Anything to add, Arakim?
I'm shaken to my core by the revelation that one can achieve things without forms signed in triplicate.
Interesting. I won't argue with success, especially when it keeps our people going. Bryn, since you've proven yourself useful, I've considered the ways in which you can assist us further. We'll need Isla's help for this next step, though.
Oh, we're all on a first-name basis with her, are we?
I should hope so, yes.
I actually just finished helping her with something. Shall we go fetch her?
Oh, yes, let's do that.
I need to go make a report to my scouts, but I owe you a drink for sure.
I'll hold you to that.
Oh, there we go. Waiting for her to come over.
Please tell me you've got a distraction for me.
Are you all right, Isla?
I'm just, a little tired, is all. Between powering an ark by myself and confronting my father on the same day.
Wonder if we would have done the other mission first, how this conversation would have changed.
Even as a previous High Enchantress, it took a lot out of me. I'm still working my way through it. And I need to figure out an independent power source for the Ark. It's too much to think about.
I'm sorry. Should we do this another time?
No. Please. I need distractions. Or I might be tempted to set the hold ablaze.
Fair enough. What have you got for us, Karnatame?
An issue we faced in the early days of their appearance and are now facing once again is the ability of the Surgeborn to navigate the Enclave. Put simply, they are using our Loomgate network to traverse great distances in an instant. We can't let that stand. I'm only familiar with the Loomgate's design through my parents' work on them, but Bryn recently helped us access a supply cache in the Institute, and we found something that could help. a set of schematics for a device to block the Surgeborn from using the loom gates while keeping them accessible to us.
A way to filter out the Surgeborn without endangering Weavers. It could significantly impact their ability to fight us.
I have a question. How is there just a random device in the Institute that had knowledge of the Surgeborn before the Surgeborn became a thing? That doesn't really make a lot of sense.
How can I help?
Well, they're incomplete, and I was hoping you could tell us what's missing. Here, take a look.
This is a device that allows you to filter out just certain individuals or maybe a race of some sort. I don't know.
Let's see. A resonance modulator.
Bryn, while she looks over the schematics, do you have any questions?
Where's this device going once we finish building it?
The resonance modulator should connect directly to the harness. You've already been there.
Returning to the scene of the crime. Why there?
The harness acts as a central nexus that controls not just Asylum, but our loom gates and all of the Enclave's transit points. Hence, why you were able to use it to open up the underworks in the first place.
At least I can't unleash the Surgeborn a second time.
Small mercies.
Why didn't they finish the schematic?
My understanding is that at that time, our bureaucracy was growing to the point of being rather unwieldy. I still grapple with the remnants of that bureaucracy every day, so I can imagine that whoever was working on these schematics, let's just say that they were probably told to submit it to a committee before proceeding with the design.
Even though it was urgent and would have saved hundreds of lives?
For some people, propriety dictates priority. That's my guess, anyway. And, for the record, much of my life's work has been in service of streamlining that kind of bureaucracy. We cannot risk following the same path that led us to ruin.
How do we know that this modulator will work?
Whoever designed this clearly knew what they were doing. It's beautiful, elegant work.
I'll say. It feels familiar, almost.
Let me guess your mom.
I can't quite put my finger on it.
We could check through the rest of the paperwork, see if we can find out who the author is, if you'd like.
Yes. I'd love to.
Okay.
I've had enough. The sooner we get this modulator built, the sooner we can secure the loom gates.
Ow.
I'm assuming you'll be the one to build this. What do I need to bring you?
To be frank, considering all your Weaver Band's achieved since you arrived, it's clear to me that you brought with you an expertise that we did not retain through the dark days of the Surge. With that in mind, I would love to leave this in your Smith's capable hands. She must have had a world-class mentor.
She's primarily self-taught, actually. But I'll pass on the compliment. She'll be thrilled to hear it.
That's astonishing. Let's go through what's needed then. For the body of the device, you'll just need some calm steel. But the rest... Do you have any preliminary thoughts, Isla?
Yes. Like you said, it's amazingly simple. What's missing from the schematics is the part that allows us to calibrate it. But it's clear in my mind what the finished design should look like. Give me a moment. There. It's like the design itself wanted me, or someone, to finish it. To calibrate it, we'll need some representative samples of Surgeborn. Let's say husk and huskhound fur. Get plenty of both.
And then I take the finished resonance modulator to the harness.
Exactly.
It should be pretty obvious where to place it, too. You'll know, if you do it right.
Gotcha. Time to hunt a few Surgeborn.
Hopefully enough materials just on hand.
Isla,
Got it.
I know you're intrigued by the Oberon's lineage, but take care not to get caught up in your enthusiasm.
I won't.
Hello, Sebastian.
Sola. Rin. Hello?
Hey,
Hello.
we just have something to say.
Doing an invention.
Shh. You're good. Just listen for a second, okay? We know the Eye has you working on some project. We know you two have some kind of connection, and we want you to know it's okay. Sola's right, big guy. And if you need help, or if something's happening you're not comfortable with, you tell us, okay? We came in here as a team, and nothing's going to change that. Exactly. Anytime you need to talk, apprentice of mine, you know where we are. And we'll listen.
I don't know what to say.
You'll know when it's time. We'll see you at camp, okay?
Yes. Thank you.
You are the last person I wish to speak to right now.
What did I ever do to you?
My own flesh and blood isn't speaking to me because of you.
She's not speaking to you because you lied to her.
It was for her protection. Information is power, and I will protect her at all costs. Even from you, if I have to.
And what is that supposed to mean?
It means you will soon learn that we can handle our affairs well enough without your help.
Okay.
I hear you've been accessing our supply caches in the underworks.
Not exactly. I've just been clearing the way for the scouts, as per the Axel's request. She says you've been short on supplies for quite some time.
Then there's no problem at all. Assuming you're telling the truth, that is.
No reason to lie. My band's work with the Axel benefits all of us. She gives us knowledge, and we help out everywhere we can. When...
In time, your true intentions will reveal themselves. And first impressions have not served you well.
Okay.
I'm guessing Staneld family dinners have been awkward lately.
Try non-existent. I wanted to believe my father was a good person deep down, if driven by fear at times. Now, I just don't know.
You're pretty brave to stand up to your father, let alone the leader of the Enclave.
I should have done it sooner. I was blinded by love.
Our parents are supposed to teach us right from wrong. That moment when we have to trust ourselves and defy them? It's a big one. Not everyone could do what you just did. I know it took a lot.
Thank you. And Bryn? My father might be willing to let the Surgeborn take over, but I'm not him. I'm with you, until the end. Whatever it takes.
Okay.
Isla, I've loved watching you work on the loom gates with Karnatame.
Oh, yes. These changes will do wonders for the Enclave. We're making a real difference.
Oh, for sure. And the two of you get along really well.
Historically, the enchanters and the crafters haven't always aligned, but we found plenty of common ground.
They haven't always aligned, but don't the enchanters enchant the crafted works of the crafters? So, didn't they get along quite well?
How about outside of your official duties?
What do you mean?
I guess what I'm asking is, do you spend any time with her outside of work?
I'd never considered it. I tend to keep to myself. Besides, I'm sure she would rather be buried in her pile of requisitions than entertain me.
Isla, word to the wise. No one wants to be buried in requisitions.
Okay.
Things between my father and I are maybe not improving, but shifting. He apologized for not taking my work seriously, and it seemed genuine this time.
Did he apologize for all the lying?
He's trying to make amends for that, in his own way. He's even brought me onto an enchanting project he's been working on. It's hard. Part of me wants the relationship we used to have back. A bigger part of me knows it's gone, for good.
You're probably right that you can't go back. But if he loves you enough to atone, maybe there's a path for the two of you.
I know I need to keep my guard up for now. But truthfully, I want that more than anything.
Okay. Can talk to her again.
Before what happened at the Grand Gate, you said you needed some help. What was it again?
I was hoping you could help me with an investigation. I'm looking for some missing scries.
Have you lost yours somehow?
No, but I have a lead on a shipment that went missing right around the surge. I was hoping you could ask around the Hearthsider homesteads to see if anyone was working the caravans when the veil went up.
Ah, and this is related to Arakim making a mess of our records, I assume.
Yes?
Very well.
Yes?
I will ask around as a favor to you, Bryn. Two crates of mantle supplies, 4 sets of Calnstill bearings, 3 sealed vats of darted grease.
Sounds like a wild party you're preparing for.
Not really my scene, Bryn. Do you need something?
I wanted to pick your brains some more, if you've got time.
If I stare at this inventory list for a second longer, I may succumb to madness. Ask away.
Have you thought about what you might do once the Surgeborn are under control?
That's a big assumption. I don't know how things are outside of the Enclave, but in here, we live every day knowing we may not see the next. Doubly so now. Hope for the future is a luxury. We are thin on luxuries here.
Sure. But you have to start planning for the future someday. Would you ever consider running for the Eye's seat?
I would not presume to challenge him for it, even if an election presented the opportunity. If he tripped over his own feet and fell into the ocean, thereby vacating the position, that would be another matter entirely.
Did you just assume to kill the guy?
How's your relationship with the Spindle?
Isla, it's fine. We have a good relationship, I think.
Do you enjoy working with her?
That is irrelevant to the demands of my work, but yes, she is kind and
Why are you blushing?
thoughtful and willing to compromise, despite everything.
Everything?
Well, you've met her father. Now imagine if he was your direct superior.
Say no more. So I take it that you're not happy with how the Eye is running things?
It is not my place to question his decisions. He sealed the Surgeborn away, saving us from annihilation.
But he doesn't seem to be happy with you. And you clearly disagree with him on some things. Wouldn't you be a better leader than him?
We have different opinions, but that doesn't mean I aspire to hold his seat. I'm focused on serving the people I represent. That's all.
Well, thanks. Hope I didn't take up too much of your time. There's just so much to learn here.
It's fine. You're refreshingly nosy. Look at me, sounding like Arakim. Perhaps we did need a breath of fresh air in here.
There's still more to talk about.
Hey.
Bryn, I haven't known you for long, but I can tell when someone's about to ask me a frustrating question. Out with it.
You forced my hand, so... What's the deal with you and Isla?
This is a workplace. We're colleagues. We both represent a number of guilds. By the flames, we're known for working well together, as our offices command. That's all.
If that's all, why the hell are you stuttering and making up random excuses?
Come on. You're saying you have no interest in her whatsoever? She's adorable and extremely smart and powerful. Who wouldn't want to run off into the sunset with her?
Bryn, please. Even if I were, theoretically, I doubt she has time for someone between her council duties and her own research. But I am not. I respect and appreciate her as a colleague. Nothing more.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have requisitions to process and ridiculous questions to ignore.
To ignore. Your relationship has multiple issues. one, you're a bird, and is not, and two, you're both female. So, good luck with that. Alright, let's check my quests. Do the search born for needed supplies, then craft the resonance modulator. Okay, I don't know. I guess we have to go back home just to even find out what the resonance modulator even needs. Go to line. Okay, we gotta go back anyway to home because all our things need to be go back to our campsite.
We all wanted to come together to support you, Casmin. However we can. Do you think you're ready to talk about what's going on?
I guess I have been feeling not so great lately. It's hard. I don't know how to tell you what's going on in my mind. Or if I even should.
We're not here to judge. We're here to listen.
You can tell us anything.
It started a while after we came through the Veil. Not right away. You all know me. I'm a rock in a crisis. But the aftermath... It's hard for me to come down. Actually, I crashed to pieces in it. I should be stronger, but...
You are strong, Kaz. Falling apart sometimes doesn't change that.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like it these days. After the Surgeborn escaped, I just started getting these... thoughts. Visions. So vivid. They feel like
Wasn't she
premonitions.
not able to sleep even before the surgeon got out? So I'm confused.
Our campsite, being razed to the ground in the night. Scrambling to find our gear under attack. Each of us being killed, one by one. And this voice, howling in my ear that it will all be my fault. Unless I do everything in my power to prepare us for it. I know that sounds crazy. But these visions and that voice, it's been getting louder. It keeps me awake all hours of the night. By dawn, everyone else is asleep, even Dam. I'm alone and exhausted. Counting supplies over and over and over. Unable to stop.
That must be lonely.
It is. Opening up to you about this is physically painful. Even while we're talking, that voice keeps going. In the spaces between my words, in every pause, it howls at me for being pathetic and incompetent. How come I'm the only one drowning inside this place? No matter what happens, all of you are able to keep doing your jobs. I mean, I'm the only freak going off the deep end. How stupid is that?
This is nothing to be ashamed of. I know that's easier said than done, but no one thinks less of you for any of this. You can't scare us away. We will be by your side through worse storms than this.
I don't know how you're all still standing by me. But the fact that you are must count for something.
What if we cleaned out the caravan for you while you go rest? Bryn will sit with you until you fall asleep.
I don't know. I don't think I can sleep right now.
I have something that will help. A sleeping balm from the spindle.
Would you be open to trying it?
Maybe, but I'm afraid of what will happen if I go to sleep.
I won't let anything happen. I promise. Do you trust me?
I do. But I've made such a mess of the caravan. I can't let you guys be the ones to clean it up.
We've got this, Casmin. It's okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
This isn't working. I should go help with the caravan.
Shh. Kaz, they're fine. You need to sleep.
But what if Aurea throws away the grains Dan likes for breakfast? Or the sapling uses to rebind our books? Or...
She won't.
I can't just lie here. My skin is crawling. I feel like I might burst if I don't move.
How about we breathe together? Just try it with me.
Fine.
Okay. We're doing breathing exercises now? Oh, talk to her again.
Hey, how you feeling?
I'm okay. I don't feel amazing. In fact, I feel pretty fragile, to be honest. But sleeping helped.
It does look better.
Actually, everything you did helped. I don't want to pretend I'm feeling on top of the world right now, or like all my problems are solved. They're not. I know I've got a long road ahead of me, but finally saying out loud all the madness in my mind, and not being shunned or rejected for it. It's like all these awful visions lost some of their power over me.
Sounds like you should keep sharing with us then. So we can have every opportunity to accept you as you are.
Yeah. Why did you do all that for me?
Well, you mean a lot to me, Casmin.
I do?
Yes, of course.
You mean a lot to me too.
I would do everything I just did and more for you, 1,000 times over.
I'm not sure I'm deserving of all that.
I'm confused.
You are, Casmin.
Would you mind reminding me of that sometimes?
Every day, if you'd like.
Okay.
Something on your mind, Kaz? You look lost in thought.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's just strange to think that Arakim, the Axle, and the Spindle were all born inside the Veil. For years after the Surge, it probably felt like the world was ending in here, and yet people were still bringing children into it.
Don't you think the same could be said of outside the Enclave after the Surge?
Maybe. But there's something about being trapped inside this crisis bubble and still choosing to bring someone else into it with you. Doesn't it seem almost selfish?
Is it the same reason why people aren't having, or women mostly from colleges decide not to have kids? Because they don't think the world is going to last long enough for their kids to even really mean anything? So, like, what's the point in having kids?
You know what? No, I wasn't there. I shouldn't judge the Hearthsiders.
Maybe it's comforting. Yeah. No matter what, birth comes with the spring. I think if someone really wants to have kids, they just make it work, regardless of the circumstances.
I suppose. I just wonder if that's really what's best for a child.
I guess I've always been of the mindset that there's no perfect time to have kids. At some point, you just need to dive into it, if it's what you want.
Maybe. I'm not really one for diving.
Okay. I think I have all the materials. Alright, got new stuff. Forgot whatever the heck this thing is. This has a lot of cold protection. So what we could do is we could go to my... Oops, what's my cold protection on this one? 27. 46 armor, 27 cold resist. Uh, 5 cold resistance. Resist 4 cold resistance there. What was the armor supposed to be? 6?
That's an intimidating silhouette.
So, it has less armor by a lot, but it has the full protection. Like, this is almost a complete full cold protection. Might as well dismantle, like, all of it then. I think I just heard something. I'll be right back. Be right back, guys. What was it doing? Sorry about that, my dad came over. It's rare because, you know, usually he's out working. Apparently he went to the doctor's to get his knee checked and all that stuff. Came and pick up his mail. Okay. I think we're building new armor. Cold. This. That's the next best one.
If that doesn't keep you safe, I don't know what will.
If his black shark crystals are the only thing that really matters. Not gonna have enough to really upgrade anything either.
That's an intimidating silhouette.
Bonus cold resistance. Bonus heat resistance. So yeah, the Tarmogon metal is for heat, and then the fractured hand spurs for cold. But I can't get like straight up all Tarmogon stuff yet. I don't have any Tarmogon stuff in here either. So I could try to, you know, do some reforging, or upgrading, sorry. Need some Drake scales. Get this bow. Get this sword. Level 3, it looks like that. I can't tell the difference between the level 3. I think level 4 is when things like really change this look. Very great helmet.
If that doesn't keep you safe, I don't know what will.
Alright, so we upgraded a lot of stuff.
How are you feeling about our
We
talk,
crafted new some
Seth?
frost gear, so
Surprisingly good. If there's one thing I know, it's when people are really listening. And that young man knows how to listen. He'll do what's right.
is that a kind of like a backhanded comment about her husband? I'm not sure.
So, what do you make of the Eye hiding the extent of the Surgeborn threat from his colleagues?
From what I can tell, the Eye wants the same thing as everyone else. Peace in the Enclave. He just has a different way of achieving it.
Right. But lying to his own daughter is hardly justified.
He didn't lie. He merely withheld information.
There isn't really a difference.
There is live admission is not the same. In my opinion, lying of admission isn't a lie. Say everything.
Sure there is. Lying is deceitful and often involves betrayal. But at times, secrets are needed for protection.
Who are his secrets protecting? Him or her?
Well, her, of course.
Sev, I'd be careful of people who withhold information. You don't know what they're keeping from you. Something's been bothering me about the loom gates.
You're going to ask how I got to your camp without connecting you to Cassidon's?
Yes. I've been reconnecting all the gates as I discover them.
We developed a way to move through the gates without a permanent connection. When Asylum activated, it severed every loom gate, cut off the Surgeborn, which gave us a huge edge. But the scouts needed to move around without opening paths for them. So, the High Enchanter did their thing.
Is that why the hold's still cut off from the other gates?
It took a lot to convince the Council to even allow a connection here. Bryn, have I ever told you you're a genuinely impressive person?
Thanks. What brought that on?
Oria told me the story about you joining the band. Sounds like your last one was awful, but you stuck with it.
In comparison, joining Oria's group was like that first nice day after a brutal winter.
That's probably more relatable if I grew up in a mountain pass, huh?
No feeling like it. Temperatures that would have felt awful in autumn feel like a summer's day. And there's this endless, soft, watery trickle of everything melting.
Sounds incredible. Think you'll go back?
I have to. My mum and I did not part on the best terms. And while we've made up in letters, I owe her the biggest hug. And I want my dad to see how far I've come. Don't think he expected me to take up the sword, but he's always been supportive.
Maybe I could tag along. I feel like I've been denied something being literally stuck in here.
Okay.
Deal. I might have to take leave from the band to do it. And travel's always safer with two. And while it's not always better with two, I feel like you and I could have a great time on the road together.
We could get up to hijinks. Maybe even shenanigans.
Now we have to do it.
My teams have started to deploy with the recovered gear from the Institute. Like a pebble starting a rock slide. Each team's able to clear more, recover more, and with that gear, we send more teams. Only downside is that the Eye's got us on a priority hunt for some really esoteric resources. True to form, he won't tell us why. Just, you'll be informed of the purpose when the time is correct, Arik.
The Eye has been using Sev for what seems like Loomgate repair. Does that mean anything to you?
He has asked my teams to scout and coordinate defensive positions around the gates recently. Could be related, but I'm not sure how. The Eye's definitely got some
He
kind
looks
of
angry.
plan. I just wish he would share it with literally anyone.
I don't understand the point of not sharing the plan.
But mostly me.
The only thing it does
It's
is
my
cause
people
suspicion.
putting their lives on the
Unless
line
your plan
after
is
all.
like not gonna help anyone, that'd be the only reason why you keep it.
Regardless,
Makes no sense.
we'll do the best we can. And thanks
It's
to
not like
you,
there's spies for the
we've
Surgeborn
got
in
a
this place.
fighting chance now. I heard you and Sola confronted Sev in the hold. Everything, go well?
Sola did most of the talking. Handled it well. And then she used his full name to make her point.
Oof, poor guy. Well, whatever's happening, it's got the Eye excited. He's been moving supplies to the Grand Gate, and Sev's been seen down there too. It's a loom gate large enough for the Great Arcs. I'm still not sure why. He's seconded some enchanters and crafters and sworn them to secrecy. They basically live in a camp down there.
Might be trying to repair it. Sev has a knack for understanding how to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, but why? It bothers me no one seems to know except the Eye.
Because he's trying to kill everyone. Wait, what?
I think we can call that as close as we're going to get.
I agree. But good news, Arik. It's likely your caravan didn't leave.
You're sure?
Reasonably. We know which caravan was carrying a sealed case of two scries from the Keep records.
There's no log of it departing, and the logs were quite consistent, up to the search.
And the Axel had several older drovers who told stories of caravans that lost control of their beasts in the panic. More than a few, sadly, pitched their entire caravan into the newly formed fissure in the lower city.
The runners would have recovered anything that important years ago were it still by the gate.
Suggesting the scries might have gone over the edge. Bryn, I hate to ask, but
I can take a look. Absolutely.
just be careful. The tangles get thick down there.
Okay. Little thing here.
Ever since we learned of the verdant mines, I haven't been able to stop thinking about them.
What do they have to do? Anything? Aren't they all dead?
They were clearly well resourced in regards to both labor power and they had an extremely intimate knowledge of the Enclave's technology. But do you know who was around to see their rise and fall, but hasn't spoken a word about it?
Cassidon's Hold's biggest ass?
The very same. I just think it's interesting how he's kept quiet about it. Don't you?
Not really. It hasn't been brought up. Not like he needs to go out of his way to talk about it.
I don't expect much from him.
I don't know if he was involved with the events surrounding the Verdant Mind's attempt to take down the Veil, but he certainly bore witness.
So what are you thinking?
I'd like to send you out on a fact-finding mission for now. Meanwhile, I'll pore over my existing research for clues.
Gotcha. I'll be back when I found everything you're after.
Thanks, Bryn. I'll get to work here, too.
Hey. Alright, last person to talk to.
Bryn, you okay?
Yeah. Why?
No, really. Are you doing all right? You can tell me, you know. Being point isn't always easy.
Aurea, I'm fine. What's going on? Are you okay?
I had no idea that the point training was so hard on Casmin. Sure, she seems stressed, but leaders should know what's going on with their team. I failed her.
You can't save anyone, Aurea. You can only be there for them while they fight to save themselves. And thankfully, Casmin is one tough fighter.
She is. Still, you went above and beyond just being there for her.
She would do the same for anyone else here.
All the same. Moving
Would she?
forward,
You know
I
that for a
just
fact?
want you to know you can talk to me. About anything. I'm here for you.
I know. Thank you.
Okay. What quest we got? Alright, go to Archon's Hearth and do that the luminescent thing. Got some quest companion stuff that's in the Dryer's Midge, and then the Lower Denevron. We got the, Lower Denevron. So we got some stuff in the Lower Denevron. What do we got? The Ark of the Stricken Earth there. Ark of Winter's Tide in an Upper Denevron. I want to go after him. Lower Denevron has a brass tail. But not the other guy. The big hammer guy is not available. But for this guy. So it has nothing to do with any of the quests we're on, but we're gonna go after him. Should have used tier. Hate going back to hold. Makes the day go by. That sucks. If we're gonna go after that big winter guy, we should look here. Alright, so our armor's at 192. Or 152, weapon power 191, 01, 39, and then we have cold resistance of 339, 147 armor, so our armor went down by 50 points. Weapon power went, I'm guessing, down. Which is weird because we actually upgraded this. It's level 3, this one's only level 2. Definitely feels like our power went down, I don't know why. We have a cold protection of 239. Kind of that. Here he is. Okay, click circle to get off. The game's like, no. 500 damage. Even with all the cold protection. Doesn't matter. Long fucking foot, game. Off this thing! Everything's got a quick fucking circle. Circle, circle, circle. Maybe that he can grab it from anywhere because it's everything in his hand, so there's no like knowing when it's gonna fucking reach for you, which is almost every second it feels like. Alright, so now we just gotta get the shoulders. There grew one of its legs. So now I just gotta get one off its hand left, and that's it. Damn it, I was one hit away every time, man. It's gonna refresh again, probably get another thing. Wasn't too bad. A lot easier than that big guy with the hammer. Big guy with the hammer is just a nightmare. Good thing this fight didn't like go very far. So pretty much just like right here. There has to be more materials than that. Was that it? One whole material dropped from it and that was it? That can't be right. Right here. What it looks like though. Okay. So I gotta kill one of those guys one more time. At least I think so. Yeah, one more time. I wonder what the... Alright, cool. Yeah. So let's swap our gear back to the fire gear. So we're at 200 heat resistance, 152 weapon damage. Like, what does our weapon damage actually change to? Actually, I don't think it matters. 2 versus 65, so yeah, that weapon is technically. It just comes down to what weapon you're having in your hands. Armor is definitely more, and we're still over 200 physical protection, so that's nice. Flame, stricken earth. I do need to go to Dredger's Mire, but there's a freeze there. I guess I could technically go there for one, pop my armor back over. Ooh, Ark of the Forge is here now. I have to kill it one more time. Bunch of miasma. Really hate the fucking Forge guy though. Really annoying to beat him. I think I'll have to beat him one more time. Really just, you gotta wait for his overheating thing. That's it. Oh, and get the shoulder pad turned off. First thing you do. And after that, you're just dancing around him. Already out of stamina. I'm not sure how we just got kicked off. Clients are playing into it. Okay. Now we're just waiting for him to go through his bullshit. Try not to get over to that side because there's over there. That's just like a drop to your death. Oh, that. What he should be doing is little damn music. Game tossed me off of it. Climate game? No, no, no! Game only. Oh, no! I gotta kill 2 of them. Game fucked me. Fun. I was clicking up on the thing, but my guy wouldn't stop fucking swinging, and I was just like, I'm like holding up on the fucking L stick because like, stop swinging, just go up. You gotta do that process another 5 times. Doesn't that sound fun? I think there's 5 total now. We got 1. Just gotta dodge his hits. Getting infuriated here in a second. There's a quick way to kill him. The edge I don't want. There we go. I'm just gotta wait till he do his little ants. Here he goes. I can only get 1. I think there's at least 2 more, one on the top, one on the far right. Almost impossible to get more than 1 dump in the thing, so you gotta go through this fight. It's just super elongated. Because you just gotta wait for him to go through his process. There's no way to, like, proactively do it. Like, you have to wait for him. Like if that got on him, is he more likely to go berserk? Like, if I just hit him a couple times. I guess I don't think so. Not sure if that does actually go. Goes. Now we're missing. I can't hit it. I can't hit it! The game's screwing me! I can't. Game fucked me again. I couldn't get on it, and then when I got on it, it got over it. So we just went that entire process and gained nothing. Ooh. He lost the mechanics, man. It really frustrates me every time I play a game and there's something stupid like that that just screws you over, and you're just sitting here going, but why? Why do you have to do that to me? Why do you have to fuck me, game? Like, I don't like mechanics that screw over the player and they do nothing but screw over the player. Like, it's designed to screw you. And it's like, could that have not been fucking done better? Could you have done a better job with that mechanic? Oh, we gotta fuck you over so you make the fucking fight longer for no reason. And I fucking was jumping and jumping and jumping like I just couldn't fucking move. Could be the last time, but no, I gotta do it one more time after this. If I can even get it next time, who knows? Thanks, game. I can't even hit him because of stupid things. Just... more likely to go on fire now because of it. There goes. I don't know if actually damaging makes him go on fire faster either. That damaged me even while being way over there. More hit. Actually, let me get to a fucking miracle. And I got stuff on his fucking her pad, her armor. Fucking, what do you call this? Armpit. And, oh, yeah, that makes no sense too, man. Please tell me this fight's over. I don't have to do this fight ever again.
A flame strand. Always do with a little heat.
You know what I noticed? The last several arcs aren't dropping many good stuff anymore. I guess I didn't drop a single legendary, not one. Okay. No. Some luck? Oh. Day 22. I defeated 2 bosses and gotten materials from them. That's... Molten Barrage. Yep. All the fire abilities are now done. Just gotta kill that winter guy one more time, and that'll be done. And then we'll just have to fight that last boss 3 times, and then we'll have it. Alright, Druidmire is now clear. Let's check the quest. What quest I got? Let's go to Druidmire. Archon's Expanse, and Sapper's Lake. And it's so... Sapper's Lake is over here by the thing here, then Archon's Expanse is that direction. Guess we'll go to the closest one.
I'll need to get these back to Lane. Okay. More of those fragments. Here's the big guy. Where's he at? There he is. If I go after him now. Good. There's materials, I guess. Keep forgetting the materials in this area. Oh, fuck, this just aren't. They're all just greens. They're the better materials in other areas for sure. Here we go. Visible douchebags after me.
Okay. Most other things are 2 shoulder powders, and that's it. Stood on top of it for a little bit, go set it back up. Oh. Thanks, game. Sometimes the game has a weird reaction to sometimes climbing on these big guys. It just throws you from the reason. I'm getting spat at. I dodged, but give it to me. Don't I still have the gauntlet still left to go through? It doesn't matter. Wait, you can hit me while I'm on his body? How does that work? Two legendary things popped out of this guy. It's better than none, I guess. Not much, though. Two legendaries from that guy. One purple. Gotta complete the location here. I think I see a next page up here. Let's grab that real quick. Next page. Still alive, or what the hell? I really don't know when to box. I'm not gonna be honest. And the game just taunts me off anyway. I guess that's a sign. Get out of here. How many of these guys are there? There's 4 of them? Poison these guys fucking put on you is insane. fucking hits does it take?
Let's see what we've got here. These all seem to be speeches that the Eye delivered. These are dated 40 years ago, but I could still imagine him saying all of these things today.
Some plants can't be shared. I guess some cannot. I don't really need to be in here. I guess we'll just go back home and come back. I was gonna go to the Loom Gate, just go straight to Lord and Evron, but doesn't really matter. It's morning, so things will now be changed. And go after the Ark of the Forge again, which we don't need to. Ark of the Winter of Time we can, though. Always in Dredger's Mire. Just that. Okay, we're gonna go after him. Let's go up some equipment. I want to keep my fire stuff on me, though. I'm gonna keep my fire sword on. I'm gonna keep the fire bow. That maybe like helps better with this guy. Maybe. Possibly. Take that up here before? I don't know. How many are there, dude? Jesus, there's 3 of these guys here. Fucking die, asshole! Can't kill him, he just won't go down. Fuck me. Wasn't insane for no reason. Where's this guy? I have no idea. I thought he goes around this giant lake here. Does he not? Oh, he's attacking these guys. Spamming circle to drop. I hate that the game won't fucking register the buttons I click. It's so frustrating. It's like, but I clicked it. Like, why won't you work? It's like, we don't want to. That's why. Like, but why? Hey, who needs health? It still grabbed. That still grabbed me somehow. Magic. One health. Now get up to his arms. Hips are back. I can't move. Kicked me out because I couldn't move. Gotta get this thing off first. Viscos will break on their own. There just has one fisticuff left. You're gonna break this little fisticuff. Won't break his other fisticuff. Usually he does like a double pound with both his fists on the ground to break it. Oh, just hoping that he would jump across, but did not. And he picks me up my back because I got stuck. That's fine. Who needs the game to function properly? Okay. He's gonna restore one of his frozen things here. And I just got thrown across the fucking thing. Can you stop using your other fucking hand? Can't get it done. You won't let me do it. Playing. I'm not gonna have enough stamina to get over there, plus hit it. Down game. Alright, where is it at again? I was on his arm and it kicked me off of it. I'm gonna those archers up down here somewhere.
Could always use more frost magic.
There. They're both the same type too. Anything else? One Stenic. And that's it? Fuck with me, right? That's it? Man, I am not getting any good luck today. I've had times where they drop 3 legendaries, plus a couple purples. I think I dropped 1 purple, 1 legend, that was it. The other guy did the same thing. Like, I think I've killed 3 bosses that have all dropped, like, absolutely nothing. Pressing. Alright, that we only have 1 boss left. Done. 1 boss left to go. Upgrade the shield. Upgrade this helmet. I love how, like, in this purple section, it's only strictly for cold. But for other things, then it's strictly for something else. For fire. The same materials can be used for different things. It's fucking weird. Cold. Cold, cold. When you're looking for heat, you can't find it. It just doesn't exist. But then when you're looking for cold, you can't find it, because it just doesn't exist. And now this is for heat, even though on the other thing it was for cold, so we're like, what? How can it be for heat and then 2 seconds ago it was for cold? That has sense. This gives us just heat. Someone gives a little bit of cold. Yeah, there's just nothing out there that really helps. I can't get any of this replaced. Fucking yeah, big fuck off, I guess. One each. This one gives more. Alright. That's it for the boss monsters. So we get to the next area. So lower to Neveron stuff is what we got next. So it's that. Lower to Neveron is clear weather. There's a Drake there though. I really like how this armor's like still look pretty good, but also fast. Because the other armor is like slow. I think it's because you're underneath 100 weight. Whichever got like Tarmacon stuff, I'd probably better. Pretty sure I could get a Tarmacon helmet. Might lower my weight. Okay, let's go find out. Probably just have Tomerk on everything. I don't have the hand and the helmet, I believe. Tarmakine. Yes, there's the helmet. Weights 30 versus the 33, so it almost gave me 3. Bonus heat resistance. There's armor. I think that's why I chose this for like 3 extra weight. I had like an extra like 10 armor, but also like replacing that armor for the resistance instead. Complete arc of the tower. Looks like some of this blue stuff's actually better. Nothing in here gives heat besides this. Gives 32 and 34 with weight of 25 versus the current one, which is 48, so I'd be losing over 10. And I just don't think it's worth it. Maybe when I get like full Tomerkine armor, maybe then it would be worth it. Right now I don't. Weaver's Rest, 3 Sisters. I go after the Drake. It's in my way. Could.
Should be close to where the Scry-carrying caravan might have gone over the edge.
I'll have a look.
Where? It's better to do that against the Surge, so therefore they constantly are attacking that instead of you. They said you're close to the one thing, then it still takes me. I think you can turn. Game. Turn. Oh. says go up. Oh, maybe it's down further in. I don't know. Gotta go up. Like, really up. Oh yeah, there it is. Here's the break.
It's a report blaming the Verdant Mines for an explosion near the Vale. Supposedly, this explosion was the cause of the St. Miasma floods. But we know that the floods were caused by Asylum. This doesn't add up.
I wanted to blame something. They blamed something that was getting in his way. Where the wyvern went, though. Come to me, you know where I'm at. Okay, I dodged, but hit me with magic. I can't do anything. Every time's gonna click health. There we go. On the wing. Can't tell. I keep swinging at this fucking arm. There we go. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is get her to fly. I got 2 Drake skills from that. Okay. Who's gonna win? Surge one of those guys. 2 versus 1. No, they're all dead. I think it's because they don't have any elemental damage, they can't finish it off, so technically the Surge Born's gonna win every time. Because you can just keep going.
There are a lot of redactions here. Seems like someone was trying to hide something.
Who's always trying to hide something? What's up with Lane? Okay, I think we have one more quest here. Clear the rubble around the Enclave port crate. So this is actually here. I'm wondering if this was here or not. No idea where this is actually leading me, but yeah, there's a delay from what you hit it and then when it actually registers on it. Sucks. Off this thing, off this thing, off this thing!
Good news, Eric.
I can see. That's quite possibly our lost scries.
Will you be able to retrieve it?
Now that we've identified it, yes.
You're gonna need some ropes and a person who's good at climbing. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Maybe I can't get that last item here because it's too damn far away. Unless I like try to jump, I don't think there's a way I can even... Like, even if I went up there and jumped across, I don't even bottom climb up. If I did, I probably wouldn't have no stamina anyway.
I can't believe we actually did it. It's been a pleasure working with your band. If we could match the drive and efficiency you all show, this place would be fixed in months.
You've been a support since we met, Arakim. I'm happy to work with you, especially if it helps us recover lost treasures.
We make a good team, Bryn. I'll get the runners on hauling that crate up and let you know when I know more. Teams are already working on the recovery of that chest you found.
Think we'll get lucky and it'll be the scries?
I'm allowing myself a glimmer of hope. All the research we did says it's possible.
Didn't we open the box to find out? Or we just say, yeah, this is the thing that we saw. Maybe we're not gonna look inside of it though.
Some Tarzan governance is a complete smog.
So what did we find out? Any big revelations? What's wrong?
This isn't what I expected at all. I think you need to read this yourself.
Well, sure, but... Alright. This is one of Lucia's journals, right?
Yes.
I washed my hands of it, but they pressed onwards. He was fully aware of what I taught them, of course. What I'd taken from the Institute. And so, he let it happen. He knew they were going to try to pierce the veil, and now dozens are dead. He knew Vile. Broke bread with them. But when they and the rest of the Verdant Minds went off to die, Kenrick just watched.
And now read this. A transcript of one of his speeches, delivered around the same time that journal entry was written.
We will root out these dissenter vermin at all levels of administration. Their ideology has claimed too many lives to be allowed to breathe free. In the meantime, to ensure peace and prosperity, martial law is in effect across remaining settlements. So he let the explosion happen and used it for his own political gain. Wow. He's a real piece of work.
He didn't exactly engineer this, but he isn't innocent either. He sat back and allowed the Verdant Minds to try breaking through the veil. Then they unintentionally triggered a huge explosion, conveniently wiping themselves out in the process. And just like that, the Eye had a scapegoat on whom to blame the cyclical miasma floods. He used panic and fear to secure himself a spot as provisional leader. But everyone eventually forgot that provisional bit. I genuinely didn't expect this at all. I thought I'd find out that he'd just been mildly conniving all his life, not this.
So, what do we do about this then?
We need to confront him. He
Him?
may be the Enclave's leader, but we can still take
I
him
thought
to
we'd go
task
and
on what
talk to
he's
the
covered up.
Spindle and the Axel and talk to them about it, and then confront him.
Wait, what? You really think that'll work?
Yes. I'll present him with our evidence, and he'll have to give us an explanation.
Or he'll kill us because we didn't tell anybody else about it.
I'm open to the idea. But what makes you think he'll want to speak to us?
I'm confident in my powers of persuasion. I may be young, but a lifetime spent orbiting the seats of power in Judea. Well, let's just say that I know how to appeal to a politician's better judgment.
Well, I trust your judgment.
Excellent. I'll finish
I
writing
don't trust this
dossier,
judgment
and
at
I'll
all.
meet you in Cassidon's Hold. Have faith.
It's not you who I'm lacking faith in. Trust me. Anyway, I'll see you at the Hold.
Why don't we bring this news to the Axel and Spindle? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense.
I've been reading over those caravan logs you brought in when helping Arik.
A little light reading before bed?
They do help me sleep. You know how important that is. The Enclave had 3 secrets to their trade success. These logs are good insight into how they leveraged that.
And you would very much like to tell me about how they did it, right?
Yes, I do want to tell someone. So brace yourself. So, the 3 keys to their success, right? The first was no wars. The Enclave never fought. Instead, they made it clear with loom gates and the arcs that messing with them was tactically doomed.
So they could trade with everyone. Even 2 nations at war with one another.
That was their second key. Unique products. The Enclave was the only place producing their enchantments. Try to declare a trade sanction against them for trading with your foe, and suddenly your foe has an edge you just lost.
That's a deft bit of maneuvering.
Their third key was having access to land and sea trade routes. Renland and Taza both relied on Enclave trade by land. Either one attempting to cut off caravans would provoke a response from the other. And the Enclave's north was unassailable by sea. That's why they built Cassidon's Hold.
Sharing trade knowledge is your happy place, isn't it, Kaz?
Oh yes. And do you know there's another place that's got 2 of these 3 advantages?
Where?
Your home. Calnhaven.
We don't have access to sea trade. And I wouldn't say we're at peace either. But you're thinking of our steel.
Best in the Maida. And you're the only people who know how to make it. Not only that, but while the Empire would love to put you back under their heel, they can't, can they?
No. Because We've started trading with other nations like Renland, who wouldn't want to lose access.
That's peace.
So all we need is a port, and we could be Enclave the Second?
Pretty much. I'm sure your leaders...
The Adelrad.
Right. Are aware of that. Probably the Empire too. Just fascinating how history repeats.
If we ever get out of here, I'll talk to my mother about this. Show her life on the roads helped me learn some things.
We'll get out. And when we do, you can say a big hello from us all.
Okay. Our quest we got left. Cassidon's Hold. So I guess we'll go confront the dude, and then we'll go do the last mission. It's in the hearth. We'll see how things progress. This isn't gonna go well.
Why do I feel as if I'm about to have my time wasted?
Please allow me to present my research. I promise it won't take but a moment. I've compiled a dossier concerning an event that occurred in the Enclave around 35 years ago.
And what event would that be, pray tell?
The attempt to pierce the veil. I can only assume you are familiar with the Verdant Mines.
The name rings a bell, though it's been decades, as you said.
They were the subject of many of your speeches. It's interesting that your memory on the subject is hazy.
You'll forgive me for not remembering the exact wording or subject of any of the hundreds of speeches I've delivered throughout my career.
That's not a problem. I can summarize my findings. Firstly, our evidence suggests, with a high level of confidence, that you were aware of the Verdant Mines' plans to pierce the veil. Secondly, in support of that assertion, you gained this knowledge through your close relationship with the enchantress known as Lucia.
I never knew any enchantress by that name.
That's odd, since you seem to have been a recurring character in her personal journals. Though, truth be told, she didn't seem particularly fond of you in the later entries. So, back to the attempt to pierce the veil. You knew...
I knew that it would go poorly.
You knew?
Of course I did. But what does it matter?
You could have stopped it.
But I didn't. Pray tell, Lawkeeper, what goal did you hold in your mind as you traveled here?
What I was thinking.
I wanted to learn the truth about the past, to uncover what had been hidden.
Lane Free Selectus. That's who you are, yes?
That's correct. Though, I'm not sure how... never mind. But my research...
House Lectus of Udea. It's no wonder you felt the need to make something of yourself. Well, today will not be that day. Nor, I believe, will any. I won't waste my breath debating a jumped-up little snot from a house so consumed by cupidity that it can't even keep its hearths lit. Once a failure of a house, always a failure of a house. And it shows in your insipid rag parading as research.
Did you just call me a jumped-up little snot?
No, I didn't. You must have misheard me.
I...
Will that be all from you? I have other matters to attend to.
Skies! That is enough. Lane deserves better than this disrespect.
You dare to speak of respect? You, who broke into our home, who undid Asylum, who attempts to destroy decades of societal progress.
I'm trying to help rebuild the Enclave, not destroy it. Self-important jerks like you aren't helping.
I have single-handedly held back the tide of oblivion. I'm not self-important. I'm a damned hero.
The fact that you call yourself a hero makes you not a hero, I'm pretty
You
sure.
and your lackey will remove yourselves from my presence, or I'll call the guards.
Bryn, thanks.
Skies above. I was worried this would happen.
Of course. I didn't see any actual, like, what outcome did you think was gonna happen? Like, there couldn't have been a better, like, any outcome that would have been different. Like, look, you didn't try to kill us to keep the information to ourselves. Consult with Lane. Just want to go all the way back? I probably should. Honestly, I didn't think that they did not think that very far. Okay.
I can't even begin to explain how I feel. This is a disaster.
Did I make it worse?
No. No, not at all. Not for a moment. You were very kind and strong and supportive and courageous. I just... It reminded me of why I left.
Home.
Everything back there was all about your house. Your actions or intent never mattered. And when I tried to forge a different path in life, the knives came out. I had no real choice but to leave. I thought I had left it all in my past, but now, here we are.
I'm really sorry, Lane. It must be hard to be reminded of that. Do you want to talk about it?
I think I need a little while to consider my next move. Maybe a long while. Sorry.
That's all right. I'll be here when you need me.
Thanks, Bryn.
How did he know? Lane, are you all right?
I'm just... rattled. I never told you, or anyone else, my full name. Not because I didn't want you to know, or because I thought you'd judge me, just that I'm allowed to hold information back.
And the Eye threw it at you like he'd known you your whole life.
Yes, and he accurately described the state of my house, too. Which is not a secret, particularly, but...
He's been locked in the Enclave behind the veil. How does he know any information about what's going on? Who she or he is, or whatever this person is? Like, how does he know that information? Where's he getting his intelligence from if the veil is, like, he and his people have been stuck behind the veil?
I wonder how he knew.
That's the very question that's been torturing me. As far as I know, we're the only people to ever make it through the veil. And I was most certainly born after it was raised. There's no other way for information or news to make it through.
Before you ask, it wasn't me who told him.
But that raises the question, doesn't it? Who among us betrayed our trust? And how do they even know in the first place?
To be honest with you, I don't love the idea that we've got someone in our midst sharing information like that.
The only one who comes to mind is probably Sev, but... they usually don't go with the most obvious. So... wonder who it was.
I can't think of anyone in our camp who might intentionally hurt you. But that doesn't make it okay. When we find out who did this, I think you're owed an apology.
Yes, I suppose we'll need to keep our eyes open. Stay vigilant, Bryn. So, we've spoken about stories. The kinds that are lost to time or war. But what about those stories that are yet to be written? What is the story of Bryn, Slayer of Surgeborn, point of Aurea Silverbeak's legendary weaver band?
I suppose that's me in a nutshell, isn't it?
Yes, but what else? I can't help but wonder whether there will be anyone else who's indelibly part of your story.
I'd need to have someone around to champion my exploits. Can't just hand out copies of my journal, can I?
Goodness! If only there was someone around who could shout your praises from the rooftops.
You never know. They could be right around the corner.
We shall have to keep an eye out.
That was a weird conversation. Okay. I think, like, the last, like, we only have one quest left. Let's go do it then. Broken and unlikely if overdue alliance.
Well,
An
that
achievement.
did something. I should go check with the Axel that it worked. Hope I'm not interrupting anything with her and the spindle.
Of how like there's no actual way to go back to Cassian's Hole from here. You have to actually go to your campsite and then back. Just weird. It's the only place that is like that. Everywhere else can go back. I guess Cassian's Hold is special where it can only be linked from the campsite. I think they did say something like that. That's why the surge can't go through the portal to Cassian's Hold.
So the curves of the metal suggest...
I definitely think an enchanter had a hand in this, as well as someone with intimate knowledge of the loom gates.
Those two people could possibly be one person even. Though I can't fathom who it would be.
Keeping yourselves busy, I see?
It's a conundrum for the ages, that's for sure.
Ah, Bryn. You're back.
You've done amazing work with the resonance modulator. I'm certain this will be a turning point for us.
Thanks. But how do you know it worked?
The loom gate started glowing a strange color before you arrived. I took it as a hint that you'd succeeded.
Spoiled the surprise.
I'm sure the Surgeborn will be plenty surprised when they next try to use the loom gates.
Suffice to say, we're thrilled, Bryn. In a short time, you've done a lot to help us. We were, obviously, a little hesitant to trust newcomers.
And you've been brainwashed, you know, it's to be expected.
Our first impression wasn't the best.
But now, we're in a much better situation when it comes to survival.
Now you just gotta kill all the Surgeborn, and therefore they, you know, in certain areas, and then they can't repopulate that area, right?
Happy to have helped. Without you two trusting me, I couldn't have achieved half as much. So, thank you for letting me in. I'm glad to have gotten to know both of you.
It's been my pleasure, Bryn.
Likewise.
So, let's recap for a moment. 1. We've stopped Surgeborn from navigating the Loomgate network by using the resonance modulator. 2. We've made huge leaps forward in regaining control over the Arcs. 3. We've armed and supplied the Scouts.
It certainly doesn't cast our last decade of work in a forgiving light, does it?
Listen, you've been surviving this crisis for a long time the only way you knew how. But now you have a path to move forward. Your people can choose to follow it, or dwell on past mistakes. Are we ready to face this threat head-on together?
Yes. You're right.
Well, yeah, I'm right. I'm always right.
We're at the point, resource-wise, where we can start making moves.
I don't really want to speak to my father right now. But I agree that it's time we put pressure on him to do something. Anything. Regardless of what he does. You've earned our support, Bryn. But first, I'd actually like to steal Hirun for a while, if you don't mind. I have some notes to go over with her.
By all means. Have fun.
I suppose I'll just get right to it. Why do you treat me differently?
What do you mean?
Everyone else gets the stern you. The you who's in charge.
What purpose does this conversation serve the story?
But I get the friendly face, the compliance, this you who I don't understand. Is it because of my dad? Because everyone answers to him? Are you trying to get close to him through me? I can't handle it, Hirun. I need to know that I'm not just being manipulated by everyone around me.
It's not because of that.
Then... what is it?
I spend time around you because I To see you, to speak with you, to work alongside you, to see the look in your eyes when you solve a problem. Skies, I shouldn't... None of this is... If we could find somewhere else, beyond the gaze of the hold...
Irun. Stop. Take my hand. I didn't see it before, but I think...
Okay. Sure. Relationship's gonna work out. Let's just return to the camp. And now we can upgrade stuff to probably the max level.
What's going on?
Arik, why don't you fill her in?
Our plan worked. The Eye is mobilizing the scouts for a large-scale attack on the Surgeborn.
I take it the Axle and the Spindle put him up to this?
Yes. Not that Khan Stanild is admitting that. He claims that with the supply shortage taken care of and the Ark restoration underway, now is the time to strike.
And Bryn is receiving due credit for all her work, I'm sure.
No.
So what's his plan?
The scouts will stage a distraction in the underworks, while the Eye and the Spindle do something to the Grand Gate. That's all I know. The Eye wants everyone to convene at Cassidon's Hold for a speech to learn more.
He wants us there.
Khan Stanild loves an audience. Doesn't matter who's in it.
I thought you'd be happier about all this.
I have reservations about the Eye launching a plan using my scouts without consulting me.
The reality is, the leader of the Enclave has the power and influence we need to take a stand against the Surgeborn, regardless of how likable the man holding the title may be.
Power and influence, sure, but not the expertise.
We faced down Surgeborn and monsters, repaired lost innovations, and even won over the grumpiest of guild leaders. We're ready for anything, no matter what happens.
It can't hurt to hear his big speech before jumping to conclusions.
I'm here to escort you. Talk to me when you're ready.
What do I feel like this is like a turning point?
You've stirred up quite a bit of trouble.
Oh?
I've just read the brief from the last council meeting. The Eye is facing united opposition. Everyone's calling for him to make a move against the Surgeborn. Keep your weapons close, Bryn.
My weapons are always close.
Ready to head to Cassidon's Hold?
After confirming that you're ready with Akirium, a series of events will play out. Sure you're well prepared.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Great. Hey, while it's just the two of us, I'll be deploying to the Underworks almost immediately after we arrive. Watch Khan Stanild for me, will you? I know Auriel wants you to give him a chance, but he can't be trusted.
I'm always ready for anything, Eric.
I know. Let's move.
I wonder if this is the end of the game. Think it is?
Decades of caution have been rewarded, friends. For this moment, and not one sooner, is the precise time to strike. Today, we wrangle our lands free from the Surgeborn's grasp and reclaim our hearth once more. Whatever it takes. None of this could be possible without the esteemed prowess of the Spindle. Her work on the Arks has laid the foundation for my plan. She and I will proceed to the Grand Gate at once. Scouts, you have your orders. It's time. Whatever it takes.
They didn't tell us anything.
Bryn, you need to come with me.
Now?
Yeah, no time to explain. And Aurea, you should get on the scry.
All right. Whatever you need.
Let's go. Sev, I know you said there's no time to explain, but want to give me a clue as to where we're going?
So, obviously I've been working with the Eye. Well, he had me repair the Grand Gate. It's connected to this place called the Source, and I guess that's where the Surgeborn came from. He's got this plan to go there and solve this problem once and for all.
Right. I heard that part of his speech already. What does this have to do with us sprinting like an Ash Peak Drake is on our heels?
So there's, it's better if I just show you.
Why is there a Surgeborn tied up?
Perfect. As punctual as you are daring.
Sev, what's going on?
I don't know.
Oh, don't blame him. He's merely a puppet. Ironic, given I'm the one all tangled up.
So you can talk?
Of course. Only language could allow me to prey upon Kenrick's exquisite inadequacies.
You've been talking to the Eye? Manipulating him?
Into a foolhardy and preposterous plan that only an absolute imbecile could think was worth pursuing, yes. I've been down here for years, laying groundwork and learning what I could about your people. All towards a moment when I could convince Kenrick to act. I almost despaired he ever would. And then, along comes you.
Me?
Oh yes. Kenrick is threatened by... terrified even. In your brief time inside the Veil, you've accomplished so much more than he has in decades. Not that that's saying much. Still, you are the perfect catalyst for change. We have that in common, as you will discover in time. So now, he's going to open a gate to the heart of the Enclave, convinced he can recover it from us. And the one person I worry might be able to stop us is here, talking to me. You're fast. But even you can't run to the rescue now.
You've thought of everything. Except, why tell me all this?
Because you're too late to stop us. And even if you weren't, no one would believe you.
Sure. Unless they were listening.
Quit taunting it, Bryn. Got work to do.
Okay, so she's using the scry to bring me back. Can't be good. Run! Now's a good chance to run. Why is she stopping?
Isla, we must retreat.
No! I'm staying to fix this.
He's gonna retreat though? Was he a fucking pussy?
Do whatever you can to buy me time.
Buy you time. Against that. And it, what, made itself a sword or something? That sword lurks there. It can't be good.
Bryn is seriously about to free that thing.
The spindle told her to buy time.
Let's hope Hyla doesn't take too long.
Okay, so I guess I can't actually climb it. Ow. I have enough stamina to reach it. And it grabbed me and there's nothing I can do. How'd that damage me? Ow. Get me off this thing! That doesn't. I climb the dumb thing. I can stop that attack from actually happening? I land on him. Should have brought the kinetic sword. So I could get up on this in the air. Really for that. Man, I can't land on it. I was on for a split second, the game was like, nope. What's it do? How much time we talking? can't land on it. See it? There. Okay. I'll just shoot at it. There, but okay.
Keep going for much longer.
Get out, that just doesn't go straight. Where am I aiming at? I don't know why that went up. Weird.
Is she gone? No. What? What's she doing to the Ark?
Definitely not what I think she is.
Probably giving her life over to it. Sacrificing herself, most likely. That's the feeling I'm getting. Why didn't that person ever use that magic against me?
Whatever it takes.
Told you. The relationship with the bird didn't really last very long, did it?
Spirits. Okay. Weavers have always dealt with problems like this. Well, not just like this, but yeah. We'll figure it out. Aurea, she'll know what to do.
I know you're not one to shy away from a fight, but you should have known better than to go toe-to-toe with that thing.
Casmin, I'm all right.
That's not the point, Bryn. I was really scared.
I know.
You're okay. That's what matters. Sorry, I just felt myself going back to a dark place.
I understand. I'm here, though. Safe and sound like everyone else.
You're right. We're all here. That's what matters. Just do me a favor and rest before you go after that thing again. I know you. You don't like to leave anything unfinished.
For your sake, and mine, I'll rest first.
175, 100, 175. So I need a lot of materials. So let's go through the process of salvaging all of this crap. Let's see if we can upgrade stuff. We'll be able to trade camp supplies with the Hearthsiders for resources. What does that mean? Level 5. Looks the same. Max level. Yeah, 180 some more supplies. Oh wait. By that we maxed everything out. I think there would be an achievement for maxing everything out, but nothing. Really? My camp got upgraded. Level 3. Whatever that means. More supplies and an extra little coverage over there. Everything's max level. Trade supplies. Casmin has brokered a trade agreement with the Heartsiders in return for salvaged supplies. They will provide specific resources on demand. Any resource that has been discovered can be acquired, but the salvage prices are steep. I need 40 for one of those? That's not bad. What I could do, though, I can go to salvage resources, go to every single thing that's not blue, salvage it all. There you go. I got 800. I don't use anything green or lower anyway on anything, so... Like, can I just buy them, like, indefinitely? If that's the case... This is new, I think. So... need 1 linen. I guess I'm gonna upgrade that. Nothing to craft. Too bad there's no Tarmakine, like, stuff, like... Than Tarmakine, really? Anywhere? If I want to upgrade my, let's say my weapon, I need to get 1 Abrium, 1 Iron Leather, and 1 Cinders Fused Linen. So let's go get that. One of these. Need 1 of these. Then there's 1 of these. Okay. 2 of those. 1 was 2. I think the linen was 2. Okay. Actually, if I reforge, what can actually increase its stat? I need 12 of those to max level, I think. 12 of the purified Cernite. Yep, that's 12. Okay, anyway. I counted right.
Sharper than you think.
Okay, now to upgrade that same weapon, I need 5 of them. 3 Dray scales, 1 leather, and then 1... I think 2 more of those. I think I want to place all of these as well. I want to just... Honestly, I just want legendaries, but I want to just scrap all of the... 3,000 materials. Okay. Let's see if we can just make everything legendary now. Upgrade to level 5. Let's see if that's even possible. I don't know. Maybe. I need 2 Drake scales, okay. Granted, we need more supplies because it's going to go also to level 5 as well. There's going to be a lot of back and forth. Alright, so I need 7 purified Cernites, 4, 2, and then 7, 4, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2.
Sharper than you think.
Alright. Max level. Now, instead of doing, like, both the weapons and doing that, I think I want to get, like, everything for the fire fully upgraded. I think that's what I want to do. So let's do the bow next, since the bow is... close-ish. Not really close. Close, I'm near it. Okay, that sucks. Can we do the armor then? Alright, for reforging for the armor, I want to get rid of all of the blues. So this I need, so 5 for this one. So I need 8 of the purified serenite. Okay, and then I need more Serenite then. 4 of those. So I need 12 purified Serenite. Oh, I didn't upgrade it to level 5 for that. Like 20 of them. But it's not enough. Yeah, there's nothing really does like great anything really. In fact, I gotta get 12 just to reforge this.
I've always wanted to build something like this.
Okay, and then we got to get even more. That's what it looks like. Oh my god. For both of these, it's gonna require even more. I need 12 there. And then I need 4 of these. Might just get rid of all my purples as well. That wasn't really the amount of money I'm looking for. Okay, like 10 of each. See how far that gets me. Probably not very far. Oh, that doesn't even give me increased fire, actually. That actually gives me more fire. That actually... I got it. What increased me? There's nothing in here that increases heat resistance. What? Really? Nothing. That one does a little. So I can get 2 more of those. Increases cold. That's weird. It looks like I won't be able to get a full set of legendaries across the board. And looks like I can barely upgrade even this stuff just to have it. Yeah, this is just gonna be the fire gear, let alone like trying to get a complete set of ice gear too on top of it. Even more supplies. Yeah. Nothing increases it. Everything in here is cold. Everything is. All the purples. The last one. I wonder what this does. What?
Worse than materials, I'd say.
I could upgrade the bow. I need more of the purified Serenite. More. Need, oh, Oh, another Serenite. Like, too much, to be honest. It's a little intense. Heat resistance is 220. My weight's almost below 100. Almost below it. So close. Armor's at 219. Yeah.
Bryn, I cannot fathom how you must have felt in that fight against the Surgeborn.
As strange as it is to say, I had the easy part.
Yes. The tragedy about Isla. So much talent lost. Wasted, even. I can't stop rolling what you said before we went to Cassidon's around in my head.
About how we were ready for anything. Kind of ironic now.
Yes. Quite. Though I cannot fathom who would have been ready for that. But your point was well made. We have overcome so much in this place, where others might have rolled over and given up. In moments of despair, the deep night, when most of you are asleep and the world comes alive, I keep thinking about it. We're ready for anything. You know, I believe we are.
The bar I'd set for my expectations of him was low. Subterranean. You would have to plumb tremendous depths to even glimpse it. And yet, I never would have expected him to stoop quite so low as he did at the Grand Gate.
Hey, Lane. How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Just coming down from the stress of all this. I was a bit worried about you, I'll admit. Are you all right?
Thanks for the concern. A little sore today, but no lasting injuries.
Good. Good.
Are you sure you're fine?
Yes. Just ruminating on the numerous disastrous failures that led to this. Not by us, but...
We'd all love to protect the future. But smart as you are, even you can't do that.
Isla would still be here if I could.
I know. She saved us all.
Scholars.
Yeah, we could have figured it out.
But if there's one philosophy many of us share, it's that we must understand our past to build better futures.
I wonder if we could have killed it faster. Could you have actually killed it before that event happened and saved her?
Maybe I couldn't
wonder if
have
there's like a
prevented
different ending.
this tragedy, but I can't, if only to stop it from ever happening again.
Wonder how the bird's gonna take it. The axle. No.
Hey, Eric. I'm so sorry for your loss. How are you holding up after everything?
Thank you, but I don't think you want the real answer to that question.
I really do. You look like a pot about to boil over, and your people need you focused. So let me have it.
I knew Kenrick Stanold was incompetent, but this... I didn't think he was capable of this. He deploys my entire team, spreads us thin on no information. A plan that requires utmost secrecy, he called it. Swearing we would be given what we needed to know when the time was right. And then, nothing. A big speech, empty promises of victory, and the dawning realization among my team that we were a distraction.
Distraction for what?
Meaningless forces to draw the Surgeborn's attention. And at that, we succeeded. While Kenrick, goddamn Stanold, ran for his life, they descended on my people like vultures swarming a corpse. Good people died because of that man. Good people will carry scars because of that man. It should have been him.
I wonder how the hold is holding it. How are they taking his cowardice?
Hey.
Hey.
How do you feel?
Okay now, but it was touch and go for a while. Lane will probably never forgive me. For that matter, I might not either.
I knew that fight. The spindle. giving her life like that. It'd be on your mind all night. How could it not? And I've been mulling over what to tell you this morning. I had a speech planned, but you don't need a speech. You're like me. It'd ring false. So I'm going to tell you what I'd need to hear after something like that. You did good. It was an awful situation, but you stood up and did what needed to be done without hesitating. Not many people have that kind of grit.
I can't shake the feeling that if I had done something more, the spindle would still be with us.
She made her choices same as you. She was a weaver, and we do whatever it takes. Look, I know you, Bryn. You're made of stern stuff. You've the mountains in your bones. Any sense of doubt or being shaken is just snowfall. Temporary, and it'll slide off soon.
That was the part you practiced, right?
Yes. But that doesn't make it less true.
Okay. Okay. Thoughts on what we do next? We obviously need to deal with that beast. But where to start?
Where did it even go?
We need to get everyone together. Our band, Arakim too. And I want you to call the meeting.
Me?
Yes. You.
I'm gonna talk to this guy.
Do you know what's amazing?
Tell me.
Digging into the past and salvaging relics that change your understanding of everything we do. Maybe this is old hat for you, because you've been free to do it for so long.
I haven't been doing it that long, but I can't imagine it will ever get old.
Well, good. So, our relics of the day are those scries we recovered, which work very much like yours, which demolishes my original bet on ours having been affected by this surge somehow. My best guess now is that they're working so well because they were packed up so tight. I floated the idea with Dharm, and he was pretty into it. Want to join me in following up?
Oh. Don't need me to do the asking this time?
No. I'm getting the hang of this.
Cool, another quest.
It's good you're here, Bryn. We have a mystery to solve.
A scrinundrum. Ah, no, that doesn't work.
Scriddle?
Ah, damn it. That's so much better.
You two are fun. To business, though, what we need to really work on the scries is a new set of the tools I use to maintain ours.
Do you not have them?
Lost in our mad dash through the veil. I hadn't felt the urgent need to replace them just yet, but if we're to compare and contrast our three classes of scry, we'll need them.
This is usually the part where I find myself wrestling a giant lizard or something. So you might as well just tell me now.
Bryn, you never fail to cut to the heart of the matter, but I have good tidings. We need you to pick a flower.
A flower? That's it?
Not quite. It's from a plant renowned for its magical sensitivity called Mirian's Bloom.
And the tricky part, Dom was telling me, is that it can't be moved via any kind of teleportation. No loom gates and such.
Indeed, and complicating matters, it withers very quickly once picked. Lane and I can stabilize it, but we'll need our workstations here to do so, which means...
I'm going to have to run.
Pretty much. Sorry about that.
I'll just stretch extra. Do we know where I can find some?
Yes, in the swamp not too far from here, on the other side of the hollow.
Sounds like a plan.
On the swamp not too far from here. Okay. I don't have any thick hide or hard leather. Nice. Hold all my resources. Whoopsie!
I know everyone's up in their heads right now, but we have real problems to solve. So let's clear the air.
Are you running this discussion, then?
She is.
Sev, this has to start with you. We knew you were working with the Eye. We told you we'd have your back. Help us understand what happened. Just breathe, Sev. Start from the beginning.
I'm sure Bryn and Sola told you all. But I belong to an order called the Norians.
And my controller stopped working.
We're sometimes called the
Sometimes the
Watersmiths.
controller in the USB thing just does
Imagine
not like
my
it.
surprise to learn our talents had been critical to the construction of the tapestry. Our order binds us to always help another Norian. Especially a high-ranking one like Stanild. And to keep their secrets.
So that's how he sunk his claws into you.
The most important thing is whether we can trust you.
Yes, Sev. Convince us.
I swear, nothing I did was intended to cause harm. Too many of my order are political animals. But there is real good to be found among the Norians. Craftspeople who just wish to perfect their art. To bring water to people in need. To experiment, but need the resources to do so. Unfortunately, too many of those resources are controlled by people like Stanild. They're all the same. They see a point of control, water, information, wealth, and they abuse it. I thought the secrets were a necessary evil for some great purpose, but seeing his chokehold on the Enclave, it's stagnation. You all have every right to distrust me. I am sorry. No more secrets. I just can't do it anymore.
If you can't be a Norian, then what are you?
If you'd have me, I'd like to stay.
Those of us who have been here longer than Sev. Thoughts?
It's hard to have divided loyalties. But you did the right thing in the end, and if you hadn't, we might all be dead. That takes courage.
Still wasn't quick enough.
I don't know what to make of any of this. I want to believe you, but it's hard in the uncertainty surrounding us.
When I was going through it, you all pulled together to help me.
You are all heard. And I would add that you joined us under false pretenses, Sev. You had loyalties outside the band you never disclosed.
I have a hard time accepting that he kept so much from us, but shared so much with the Eye. Who knows what Stanild, or God's help us, the Talon heard about us? Only time will tell how much damage that's done.
The Talon? I don't know what that means.
Lane, I hear you and I understand. Sev has real work to do to rebuild trust. Only you can decide when the apology feels real to you. Sev, that considered, you have worked tirelessly since joining us, and demonstrated an enterprising spirit and deftness as a smith. And before the blade could completely fall, you risked all by blocking it with your own hand. You can never be a Norian again. I do not sense that you wish to be. And who are the Weavers but a group of outcasts and misfits? Just trying to muddle through together. You will stay. And you will help. We have work to do. Tell us about Stanild's plan.
Thank you, Horia.
This has been a rough ride for us all. This entire situation is unreasonable. Or would be for most, but not us. We're Weavers.
We're Weavers.
Sev included, and rolling with the punches is what we do. But here's our challenge. That Talon. It spoke. It knew things it couldn't know about us. We're on the back foot and need to catch up fast.
So that's that Surgeborn that was caught. One of the things, its name was called Surgeborn. It wasn't actually called the Talon, so where are they coming up with this Talon bit? I don't know.
Me, as Soria said, help. After I repaired the gate, Stanil took me completely into his confidence. He'd been questioning and learning from the Talon. Or so he thought.
Not realizing he was being manipulated.
He was increasingly estranged from his daughter. I'd wager he was desperate for a friend.
I'd agree. Based on what he'd learned from the Surgeborn from his friend, he put together a plan.
Use my people as a distraction to pull the bulk of the Surgeborn out of the underworks. All while he used the gate to... what?
There is a place, deep, deep underground, known as the Source. A feat of engineering unparalleled. It's the secret to the Enclave's power. The abundance of magic. The heart of the tapestry. The thing powering the Veil. There was only a single loom gate still connected to the Source after Asylum cleared all connections. And I'm the one who repaired it.
The Grand Gate would take him right to the heart of things then.
Exactly.
Stanil thought he could... what? Sneak down there and fix things somehow? Tear down the Veil?
His hope was to go down and secure a working space, sealed off from the distracted Surgeborn. He wants to eventually fix things with the help of the Spindle. All glory to his family.
That arrogant idiot.
He'd read in his personal archives there was a system designed to shut down the Source. In the hopes of discovering how it worked, he had been feeding information to the Spindle about it in drips.
Meaning she might have been working on a fix for the Source without knowing it.
Then we have to pursue her research, clearly.
Good. But we still have the problem Stanil never saw coming. A great Surgeborn.
Which almost certainly will be unkillable if it operates like every other Surgeborn. It's hard to imagine any place more full of tangles than the literal source of the magic that's overflowing.
What's up, Joshua? You're just watching Stanton play this? His game's on Game Pass. And it's actually pretty good. It's actually helped my attention for a while, which is... which you can say more about that than in a lot of other games where they don't. So, for a game that's on Game Pass, I think this is probably one of the better games that's actually popped up on Game Pass. So, I recommend playing the game for sure if you haven't.
On that, I have an idea. If I'm right, we might be able to turn the tables and remove its advantage. I'll need Bryn's help if that's all right with everyone.
Of course. If it gives us a chance, we have to take it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm playing on PC as well, but with my Xbox controller.
I agree.
Has anyone just thought to ask the Talon?
What would we ask it? Favorite color? Favorite way to disembowel Ashar? No, she's right. It has clearly demonstrated an interest in Bryn. Maybe she could pry some information out of it.
I'm not sure I'll get much. But I'm also sure I'm not going to think it's my friend. So, worth exploring?
Yeah, let's hope you don't get manipulated
Then
like
we have
the other
a
guy.
path forward. Sev will pursue his thoughts on dealing with that beast.
My people have started calling it the Herald.
Of destruction? Doom?
Why not both? As I said, people are on edge.
Fine. Sev pursues weakening this herald. We work with the Axle to look into the Spindle's latest research. And if she feels like it, Bryn has a chat with our imprisoned Surgeborn.
As good a path forward
I
as
never
we're
did
going
figure
to
out
find.
why does that thing know how
Let's
to
pull
talk in
ahead
the first
and
place
get
where the
to
other
work.
ones don't. What makes that one special? Okay, so we got new quests everywhere. We completed all the quests before we did that last mission. And now we got a bunch of other things. So we got consult with the Sev, consult with the Axle, consult with Dumb about his search for the wreckage, and then cover the Bloom, the Dredger's Mire, which is not that far. Turn the Bloom to the base camp without any magical travel. I want to get that done. Let's go do that. Let's see what's out there. Is it, what weather patterns are we looking at? Dredger's Mire. It is a drought. Good thing we have our fire gear on. There's only 2 codex pages left for that area, which is kind of surprising. Actually, I have more codex pages from the Mire than I actually do Glint Hollow, which is very surprising. I don't have a lot of codex pages, though. Still can't get these 2 until I get the ability to glide, which I don't have yet, so... Wait, where is this going again? Archon's Expanse Worth. Archon's Expanse, which is down south. Doesn't matter which way we go, it's about the same distance, no matter from this one or that one. Let's go from this way, and then we'll just head. They're both about straight shots.
I'm going to let Arik power the Scryfield run with the blue grin.
Appreciate it, Aurea.
You could use the practice.
Oh, these guys here. I thought this was a drought. Not a, flash freeze. The other guy got. Oh, here he is. I need to get more materials so I can scrap all my materials I had to get like thousands of materials so I can get a bunch of legendaries. Still wasn't enough to actually get everything I needed though. Oh, a chest over here. Is there a chest over here? Are you crazy? Where's the chest? Where's it? Get at it. I hear the big guy. Who is the big guy here? The Earth guy. We go after him. We go after him. Use the materials, I guess. Like ow. That was a weird. I don't think I've ever seen him do that before. Thing. Not what I wanted. Let me get that chest piece off. What is happening? We're stuck in the ground right now. Oh, okay. The thing went away, so I just assumed that you didn't need that. Come on, thing. Oh, let me down. Let me... One more. Really got some good stuff this time. One. Two of them this time. Not amazing, but it's not absolutely terrible. We're going that way. I'm hoping that my way marker actually tells me where to go once I pick up the thing.
Those are the Miriam flowers, Bryn. Just remember, once you pick one, time starts running down. Then it's a nice steady pace back here. You got it.
Go away! I'll burn down this entire forest if I have to. Get out of my face. Where'd the other guy go? Where's the other guy? Another guy. Oh, here he is.
Here goes.
Good. Now move. We'll be ready.
I don't think there's actually a time limit. I think it's just based on, not going through Doom Gate. I don't think it'll say, oh, took too long. Try again. I don't think it'll say that. I'd be very surprised if it did, actually. Oh. You go through here.
Good progress, Bryn. Smooth and steady.
We're going faster because we took a lot of weight off too. Without losing any armor. We upgraded all of our stuff with legendary items.
Get off. That's normal. Just keep moving and you'll be fine.
Keep moving, eh? Oh, fuck me. There's a random dragon here.
Definitely a bit dry looking.
This is a check. She's got.
Did we?
Yes. Oh, we're good. Excellent work, everyone. We'll get this over to Solar, Bryn. She'll be ready for you whenever.
Okay, we got the stabilized nonsense. Hopefully we got enough materials for the other stuff, though, that I need to pick up. Crafting. Not sure if we did. Okay, so we need 3 thick hide and then 3 hard leather. How many do I have? It doesn't say. 3 thick hide and 3 hard leather. Hard leather, so now we need thick hide, which is located... Is it hard leather or rough leather? Okay. Haven't seen it in a while. That's gonna be the stream for me though. Hope you guys liked the stream. If you guys did, please hit that like button, subscribe because I want to see more to stream every single day. I'll be on tomorrow as always. If you guys watch from Kick or Twitch and with that follow, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.